This is Captain Noob, and this is the Springfield. Now you might be wondering why the hell we're looking at a hunting rifle here with the bolt on the opposite side, and we'll get to that at the moment, just bear with me. So we'll get into these attachments and then we can actually start making this thing an actual M1903 Springfield. So this thing is built upon the base of the hunting rifle, and it was a pain in the ass to download, I'll tell you that much, but bloody hell, it was a bloody headache. But yeah, we finally got it working on my end so we could actually make this bloody video. So first off, we want to chuck on a advanced receiver of, let's just say just the one. We don't need to have a sniper rifle receiver. It makes very little difference with my experience when screwing around with this gun anyway, so there's not going to be much point in chucking on the sniper one. Now for the barrels, most of this stuff is just basically user preference, so there's not a lot to sort of say about most of these stocks here, other than there's blue tape on this one is black, this one is shorter, and the short stock exists for a reason, just to have a normal colored version of the infiltrator stock without the tape. So we'll just chuck on let's chuck on that one, that looks good, the longer one is there. And for the magazines, there's only one magazine for this thing, but we've got the option of chucking on the hunting rifle magazine, so it's like a conversion of the weapon, modernizing it a bit. But we'll keep on the stripper clip for now, and we won't actually see the reload for that properly because I've got the War Daddy right-handed hunting rifle mod animations on, so yeah, we won't be seeing the proper reload that, but I don't really care at this point. This thing was a bloody headache and a half to actually do. And for the sights, we'll just chuck on some of the battle sights there. I believe the peep sights is what I like the most, and there's a scope there if we want it to. We're going to make another one with a scope just a bit later. But for the bayonet, we're going to, or the muzzle, sorry, we're just going to chuck on the bayonet there. And it is worth mentioning that you can put a suppressor on this thing, but since that is a hunting rifle attachment, I'll leave that as a bayonet for now, but I will make another one with a suppressor and a scope on it, so we can make use of the sniper perk once we get to it. Anyway, this is our M1903 Springfield, or a close approximation of it. And it is worth mentioning that this thing on the Nexus is actually still listed as pre-release, which I'm not really sure what that's all about. It's been in pre-release since December last year, or is it 2015? It's been there for a long time. I think it's time for a good release here. Anyways, into Gunners Plaza. Righto, in Gunners Plaza now, and this is our Springfield rifle, and we'll get into the animations as we go along, although it is worth mentioning that this thing with the advanced receiver does more damage than the 50 receiver on the hunting rifle, and the animations slightly increase the speed of which this thing fires, so we're going to get much better performance than a hunting rifle, hopefully. Alright, so first off, we're nice and hidden. We'll just bust off a shot there, and we can't quite get that first kill there, but we'll go ahead and try to headshot these gunners to death, and they're getting a 330 damage with the headshot is pretty good. And also, what the hell was that screen shake? So this thing's got a bayonet on it, so we might as well go ahead and use that between shots, because you can actually increase the DPS of the weapon if you interchange between actually shooting and hitting them with a bayonet. And you can actually do this in the vanilla game with a hunting rifle. It actually makes the vanilla hunting rifle fun if you give it like a short barrel and just bash people between shots, so that's kind of good. As you can tell, the reload animations are nice and solid, and whilst it doesn't make sense for a stripper clip to be reloaded like that, you can sort of extrapolate this, and yeah, this thing will be definitely a good animation for hunting rifles. War Daddy is definitely a talented fellow when it comes to animations. Alright, so enough of this range nonsense. We're going to run up close, and we're going to bayonet the dude. Cop that, mate. And we'll follow it up with an immediate headshot. The good thing about this weapon is that it's incredibly good when it comes to hip fire, so we can actually not have to line up our shots all that much after bashing them, as long as we're facing in their general direction. Our spread indicators or reticule there is enough over them to make sure that we don't miss. And there we go, there's a cheeky little bash to death there, and I think I've just procced War Day, I was about to say, Nerd Rage there, which is unfortunate because we've got no one to kill during this Nerd Rage, so that was pretty much wasted. If we can quickly kill this gunner there before time runs out with extra damage, we can get ourselves a tiny little bit of health back, and plus being hidden through that actually procced a little bit of health regeneration, which should be able to re-proc the perk if we came over 20%, which I believe we are because our screen is no longer blurring out. So yeah, there you go. So we'll just quickly get rid of these turrets because they're perceptive, and as soon as we draw some of these other gunners out, we'll have a better shot on them. But in the meantime, let's check this thing out in VATS. So critting a legendary gunner in the face, we do about 80% damage to her, but since she's a legendary, she will mutate and get all of her health back anyway. So it sort of wasted the crit there, and guess what, it is time for Nerd Rage. So break out the camera mum because we're going on a phase quick scoping spree, although it's far less impressive when you realize that I don't even need to have quick reflexes to do this because obviously it's all slowed down, and dislike for that dated MLG montage reference there. That was terrible and I shouldn't have done it, and I apologize for anyone who may have been offended there. Alright, so in VATS we actually get quite a lot of shots, although this thing is using iron sights. I'd imagine with the scope we'll be seeing a little less VATS shots there, but if you want to bust off quick shots in succession without the chance of missing, then using this thing in VATS is a good thing. Also, you can have a look at the weapon more in the VATS animations, which is good. So if you really like the view, the looks of the Springfield, then there you go. There's another thing there. And if you like the look of your character, then there's three good reasons to use this thing in VATS only, coming to a BuzzFeed page near you. Just crappy lists. Alright, so let's gun through this up, see if we can't get 3 mutations in a row, because we won't obviously kill these guys. Alright, so we'll just run in close again, and hopefully we'll be able to do this without being killed. Nope, I don't think we can, so we'll just go ahead and crit them again. 815 damage to your face with a crit, nothing to be sneezed at all, and 852 for you with a little bit of help from Gun Fu there, and not quite getting that crit on you, but that's good. We've got bugger all health left, so we'll just quickly... bad time to reload because I can't sprint. Hopefully we'll just bash you, and... oh, we died. Alright, time for a rematch, eh? Yeah, you're not going to survive me this time. Have that, and that, and that, and that. Man, you can take a lot of 308s. What are you made of? What have you been eating? Okay. With that, if we were watching the animations there, you should have been, because the animations are indeed in third person too. Very good attention to detail on War Daddy's part there. And I'm pretty sure I've killed this turret before, but I don't like him anyway, so we'll kill him again after him taking 2 shots. So that was the Springfield there in Gunners Plaza. This thing is performing a little bit lackluster, but then again, that was a pretty aggressive push there. And yeah, this thing is obviously only slightly more powerful than the hunting rifle, and playing on lesser difficulties will probably net you a little bit more success with this weapon. So yeah, we'll change this thing up to a scope and suppressor, and hopefully that'll increase our damage output. And I do believe that was Phoebe's first on-screen death, so rest in peace. Just kidding, she's still alive. She never died. Righto, time to take on some super mutants. We've got a little bit more base damage for the suppressor being on. Obviously the I think it's the Ace Operator perk from Nuka-Word gives a bit more damage, and we also get the benefit of the Sniper perk, hopefully, with this thing. So yeah, we've managed to one-shot that super mutant there in the head, and we've followed up with Ace quickly after missing once a kill there. Now the sounds you've been hearing for this weapon aren't any of the mods that are sort of there, so it's not part of the Springfield mod or the animation mod. These are in fact my custom sounds that I've found from Battlefield 4, so I think it's actually equivalent to the SV98 sounds, and wow, good shooting me. You'll just get a crit to the arm. That probably won't kill you though, would it? No, it couldn't. So we'll just quickly see if we can't get another shot on you. And I don't want to go up these stairs because that generally means I get detected, so maybe if we could lure them down. But in the meantime, we'll just go ahead and knock over that super mutant. That is indeed a confirmation of this thing actually working with the sniper perk. And there we go, with the headshots we're actually getting closer to 1,000 damage, and yeah, that is enough to drop a super mutant in one shot past the mutation gate, so that's good. And we've managed to get that one mutated, and this scope appears to be like ×2 zoom instead of the regular ×4 zoom that you get out of short scopes, which is limiting my range capabilities quite a bit, unfortunately. And you've popped your head out. We'll just quickly get a cheap bat shot on you with the critical there, and now you are definitely dead, so we can quickly creep up the pervy stairs, and then we can get rid of some of these doggos in here. Super Mutant Warlord, you get a crit, and the dogs should soon follow. These guys are a little bit more perceptive than your average super mutant, so we got to make sure we kill these things before they even see me, which I have completely failed to do. That's fine. Hopefully these guys are in a long enough proximity away from their super mutant brethren, or FEV indulged brethren, to get them away. But I've just seen that basically all of the enemies on the compass there are in fact aggro, although we are slipping out of it, so we should be good. I think the doggo ran on the other side of the pervy stairs. Is he coming up? I think he's coming up. Okay, looks like we've got some shots on these super mutants, so we'll just take it in VATS. Hopefully we can't get a shot on the other guy, so we'll just do that, and he rears up because his mate is being killed, and we get another slightly cinematic shot there, and we didn't get the sneak attack crit that time, and almost ran into detection there. So yeah, I've got to find out where that bloody doggo is. I think he's still running around down below. There's the bastard. And unfortunately, he distracted me so that other super mutant was able to slip away. But it's time for him to die. Wow, I didn't actually get him with that. Interesting. But the good hip fire on this weapon quickly got me a follow-up shot there. And oh, whoops, I forgot to equip 2 acrobats things on. Took some unneeded damage there. We'll go ahead and knock him down with a bit of the sniper perk and fill him with some more sneak attack criticals to increase our time to kill tenfold even, because I don't really feel like fighting these guys without the use of sneak attack criticals, but I'll be shooting them for the next half hour. So got the first one there, the second one there in the upper chest, and the third one there. So 3 sneak attack crits it takes with these guys when shooting them in the chest, which is it's pretty okay. I managed to get that guy as a headshot, which is good. I thought his armor would block out that sort of hitbox, but it didn't. So yeah, good on you, Fallout 4, for actually having good hitboxes on that occasion. I think there's only one of the main super mutants left here. Yep, there he is, standing there nice and still, just staring at his dead mate, and probably contemplating his own life as a super mutant. And there you go. So that was the Springfield there. I was about to say Moss and Nagant because that actually is a mod requirement for this thing, but no, this is definitely the Springfield. Bugger off, Radroach. And yep, we'll just finish off these doggos, which would be good. Yeah, even these guys take 3 shots to kill without the use of sneak attack criticals, so you can imagine how long I'd be shooting at a bloody super mutant warlord to get these guys killed without the use of sneak attack criticals. But yeah, there we go. There is Fallon's cleared out with this thing with a suppressor and a scope, and it does make it slightly more effective, although the rate of fire is, I believe, the main thing holding this thing back. But the animations, the meshes, the textures, they've all been great so far. So on to a monster. Alright, so there's the West Everett Estate over there, and I'm not keen on going over there. Instead, we've got a monster to fight over there, and it is called oh, okay, there's a couple of super mutants that I ought to avoid whilst engaging this dude, but there we go. The Mutant Hound Eviscerator. So yeah, it's just basically an upscaled mutant hound. So the Wasteland Doggo, you gotta die, mate. Alright, so first of all, we've got 1200 damage on him with that sneak attack crit mixed with the VATS crit. And then again, as we're clipping inside him, which is rather disturbing. Yeah, the VATS animations don't really line up when the enemy has been upscaled to the scale that it has. Alright, one more crit to spam, and then we're in a little bit more trouble. We've got him knocked down with the sniper perk there, so very good. We'll just hit him a little bit more. I think the turret's sort of figuring out where I am, so hopefully it doesn't do that. He's gone ahead and gone to mutation station. We're being shot at by a super mutant enforcer. I'm missing the Q button for W, so that's why I was doing nothing for a bit there. I'm definitely very good at this game sometimes, and I believe we're definitely in danger now. But since I'm standing up on a roof, I don't feel like we're in any danger at all. So you know what, we'll take out these bloody turrets and that bloody super mutant whilst we're waiting, and hopefully that giant ass doggo doesn't figure out how to actually get up above this roof here. And I don't think he has. Is that him standing all the way over there? Indeed that is. Back in the caution with you, and now he just teleported away. I saw him just flick off into this distance. Oh, he's back. He came back for some reason. Wow, okay. So the game actually acknowledged its problems and actually reset his position to the... Okay, I thought this fight was over. That's brilliant. We can keep on fighting and keep on crit spamming him from a place where he couldn't even possibly think of to get up. So yeah, the cheap fighting will go on. Alright, so we've been crit spamming this dude for quite a bit there, and the sneak attack criticals really speed this up, which is nice. And yeah, you've got no chance of getting up here. This is worse than me standing on top of those rocks in the New Vegas videos whilst I shoot at Deathclaws when they can't get at me. We'll quickly shut that bloke up. I think that thing over there in that direction is a turret, and ours obviously not going to move, so that's good. I've almost got the doggo on the books. He's probably hiding behind this house somewhere. So what we'll do is we'll just try to draw him out a little bit, and since he's not really next to us, back into caution, and we'll use this time to get a cheeky few shots and bats, because why not? This gets so much more shots than you would in real time, and plus the computer's aiming for me, so it's very easy to get that damage on. And unfortunately that shot was blocked, and we've ended it rather anticlimactically just by getting him with a cheeky little hipfire shot there, and I really hope I'm not stuck. No, we're good. So there you have it. That was the Springfield rifle. I think you get the point of this weapon. It is very good when you modify it with the parts that are in the hunting rifle. The suppressors basically elevates all weapons in this game because Sneak is so goddamn overpowered. But if you like the look and feel of this thing with the bayonet and the iron sights there, then yeah, you can go ahead and do that. Also, the flashlight lights up these sights pretty well, so yeah, don't even need glow sights. Just turn your bloody flashlight on and you will be laughing. So if you'd like to see this weapon in your game, be sure to check out that description. There should be a link down there. I believe this thing is not on Xbox One, unfortunately. It was in the part of the request that I'd actually asked the mod author to port this thing onto Xbox One, and at this point it doesn't seem all that possible since it's got all of these damn just requirements attached to it that'll just be a headache to actually make that happen and turn it into a mod on the Fallout for Bethesda thing for the Xbox One. So I doubt you'll be seeing this thing on the Bethesda.net anytime soon for Xbox One, but there obviously are good alternatives to it. Yeah, I found the word eventually. Check out the Moss and Nagant. That is a good hunting rifle type thing, and the SVT for a more semi-auto approach, I believe. That is it for this weapon. It is not going to last. I think I'm going to uninstall it after this because it gave me a bloody headache trying to bloody migraine trying to install the thing. But it's a good weapon nonetheless. Thank you for watching, guys.